Perfect.
I'm muted. Sorry, sorry, everybody. I was muted. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of SWAC Talk, the show we cover the SWAC inside and out. Of course, I'm your tour guide around the SWAC Seawells, and we have wrapped up the semifinal round of the SWAC tournament. The championship games are set, and ain't nobody. Honestly, only one team who was expected to make it there is there. Man, this has been a topsy turvy, upside down, inside out, round and round. You turn me, SWAC tournament, man. This is crazy, man. It's been a chaos since day one, game one. So it was only natural that the chaos continues. You know. Crazy session. We'll talk about it all. Man, y'all check out those socials. Facebook is SWAC Talk, Instagram, SWAC Talk, Twitter, SWAC Talk 76. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you have, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Hit that notification bell too, so you can be alerted when these kind of videos drop. Like the videos, most definitely hit that like button. Like these videos. Like them. It's free 99, so like them. Make sure and hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think about the SWAC tournament so far through 2 rounds, man. This is crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this, man. I'm trying not to be that long, man, since it's getting a little late. Want to go ahead and lay it down for the night. So we'll go ahead and jump into it, man. This I don't even know how to describe it. Just as mad as I was last night, I am that happy today. The Southern found a way to beat Jackson State, knocking out the Lady Tigers by a score of 65-64. Man, this game was tight all the way throughout. There were 15 ties and 16 lead changes, man. Just this was one of those kind of games where both teams had, there was a lot of back and forth. I think Southern didn't. I think the largest lead in this game had been like 6, I think. So it was just like a back and forth affair. Southern, led the bulk of the second half. Midway fourth quarter, JSU took the lead. It looked like they was gonna wrap things up as they started to, hit some free throws. Southern got a big 3 from Genovia Johnson, who is not a 3-point shooter. I think she made like 3 threes all season. She hit a crazy long distance 3 to put Southern down by 1 at 63-62. Southern would foul Deja Woodard, and she made 1 of 2 free throws. And then Aaliyah Fondo, who did not, she had a pretty solid game. She hit a running 3-pointer to win the game for Southern and propel the Lady Jags into the championship, ending the 15-game winning streak that Jackson State had this season. Putting their future, in chaos. WNIT berth on the way. Hopefully, they can get a good draw and, make a run that way, man. I mean, you really wanted to see this team make it to the tournament, to the big dance, but, they had a close game with Grambling. Grambling couldn't finish. They finally kind of got caught, and like I said, this was a tight game all the way through. Jackson State led 17-13 after the first quarter. Southern had a 20-point second quarter to take a 33-31 lead into the half. Jackson State and it was pretty tight through the second half. And basically, it was if you look at the second half scoring, it was 33-32 Jackson State, but that equaled out to Southern winning by 1 point. This was, like I said, this was a pretty even game, man. You know, I think one thing, and you know, if you listen to me, I've said that Southern, that free throw shooting would be their downfall, and they've been able to circumvent that some kind of way. They played fairly well against Jackson State. I mean, they don't have a lot of close losses, but they tend to be in the game till, you know, midway fourth quarter or late third quarter, and then they kind of fold. I thought that would happen this time, but they were able to withstand that and make some crazy plays to win this game. So the Southern team could have easily been a second seed, man. Tiebreakers really pushed them down the fourth because they closed out their season beating Alabama State and Alabama A&M, both by more points than they beat Southern. So, you know, if there was individual tiebreakers, they would have won those. But with it being a big tie, yeah, all kind of things came out of it. So this team was seeded fourth when they could have been a second or third seed. So it's not so much like it was a crazy upset. If you look at the teams, the seedings made it look even more of an upset. But when you beat a team like Jackson State, it's an upset. I mean, this was my champ. I mean, you know, like I said, I pretty much said JSU was going to win this tournament, and they didn't. But this was a great game, man. Genovia Johnson led Southern with 20 points. She was 6 of 14 from the field, 1 of 1 from three, 7 of 10 from the line. She had 8 rebounds as well, 3 assists. Amani McWayne finished with 15 points. She made 5 3-pointers in this game. She was 5 of 10 from three-point range, 5 of 11 overall. She had 5 rebounds and 1 block, 2 steals. So really, really great game for her. Other than that, they got 9 points from Aaliyah Fontenot. She was 3 of 4 from three-point range, 3 of 6 from the field. She had 1 assist on the night. Chloe Fleming led Southern with 7 rebounds to pace the team. Southern finished with 35 rebounds on the night, 21 fouls, 11 assists, only 8 turnovers. That's, like I always say, if you're going to beat Jackson State, you have to shoot well, and you have to not turn the ball up. You have to take care of the ball, hold your own on the boards, and shoot fairly well to give yourself a chance and play solid defense, obviously. 8 turnovers is a tremendous number. That's great ball security. They had 1 block and 6 steals. Now, they did not shoot well, and that's one of the things that Southern, first quarter, 5 of 16, 6 of 15 in the second quarter for 40%, 6 of 14 in the third quarter for 42%, and 5 of 15 in the fourth quarter for 33%. Now, they shot 55% from 3. So that was the difference. 10 of 18. They were 2 of 5 in the first quarter for 40%, 4 of 5 in the second quarter for 80%, 1 of 3 in the third quarter for 33%, 3 of 5 in the fourth quarter for 60%. And like I said, 55% overall. They shot 61% from the free throw line, which is for them is a pretty solid number. I mean, they're shooting sub 50%. They're shooting like 50, 52, 53% from the line. So shooting 61% is great. 16 points in the paint, 6 points off of turnovers, 10 second chance points, 20 points off the bench. Jackson State was led by Telon Bowler. She had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, and 6 of 6 from the line. Daphne White had 15 points and 5 rebounds, 7 of 9 from the field, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Gerard Covington had 9 points. Deja Woodard had 9 rebounds to lead the team. And this, Jackson State only got two players in double figures in this game. Angel Jackson has 7 points and 5 blocks. So, she still was a force inside, had 4 rebounds. But Southern lost the rebounding battle by 5, 40-35, which is not bad when you consider the size difference. 12 fouls for Jackson State, 16 assists, 10 turnovers. This was a pretty clean game when you look at turnovers, only 18 combined turnovers, 7 blocks and 3 steals. Jackson State shot 40% from the field. They were 5 of 13 in the first quarter for 38%, 5 of 11 in the second quarter for 45%, 7 of 18 in the third quarter for 38%, 4 of 10 in the fourth quarter for 40%, leading to 21 of 52 for 40%. 3-point shooting, they shot 33%, 3 of 9. Didn't take a lot of threes, so wasn't a lot of opportunity to make a lot. They were 2 for 2 from 3 in the first quarter, 0 for 2 in the second quarter, 1 for 3 in the third, and 0 for 2 in the fourth. And they shot 70% from the line, 19 of 27, 28 points in the paint. They won that battle by 12. 6 points off of turnovers, 8 second chance points, and 7 bench points. So not a lot of bench action for Jackson State. Southern came out on top on the bench scoring, but like I said, this was just a great game, man. I mean, you hate to see Jackson State lose like that, but that's what happens. In a tournament, you can always fall short at any time if you play a team and you let them hang around. And they, it wasn't that Southern was not playing well. But you figure at some point a team like Jackson State will put them out the way, but they couldn't do it. That sets up a very odd championship game when it comes to seedings. You got the number 4 seed Southern taking on the number 7 seed Arkansas Pine Bluff. That game is at 1:00 tomorrow on ESPN Plus, so make sure y'all check that out. Let's switch over to the men's side. This game looked like Jackson State had this in the earlier portions of this game. Looked like Jackson State had this game. I don't say on lock, but I thought they had. They raced out a pretty early double-digit lead, and they could not hold it. Grambling ultimately fought back. I think at one point the score was 26. I think their largest lead at one point was 13 points in the first half. 26-13. That was about halfway point of the first half before Grambling started to make a run and come back and ultimately go into the half down by 2, 36-34. So they were able to withstand that run and make a run of their own to get themselves a fighting chance in the second half. Second half, they came out and they outscored Jackson State by 11 in the second half to win this game, 78-69. This Grambling team should win the tournament, but you can't count out Texas Southern. They're playing really great right now. That's going to be a great game between these two teams fighting out for this spot. Jackson State had four scorers in double digits. Coty Young led the team with 18 points. He was 5 of 15 from the field, 5 of 14 from 3. Like I said before, the guy shoots a lot of threes, man. He don't make a lot, but he shoot a lot of threes. He was 5 of 18 and 3 for 3 from the line, finished with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Also with 12 points was Manziel with 6 of 12 shooting and 0 for 1 from the line. He had 4 rebounds and 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Zeke Cook had 11 points and 11 rebounds, so he had a double-double, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, and 5 of 7 from the line. Had an assist and a block. Ken Evans had 12 points and 2 rebounds. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, and 5 of 8 from the line. And they got 8 points off their bench. They only played 3 guys, so they went 8 deep in this game. Bench only gave them 8 points. So this was all on the starters to get this done. Jackson State will shoot 37% from the field, 23 of 61, 8 of 27 from the 3-point line for 29%, and 15 of 22 from the line for 68%. They finished with 31 rebounds, 15 assists, 9 steals, 1 block. They turned the ball over 10 times, and they had 17 fouls. Grambling, pretty solid effort from their starters as well. Getting 18 points from Jordan Smith and Shondarius Coward. They both had 18 points. Smith was 8 of 12 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, 2 for 2 from the line. He had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Coward, 6 of 13 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line. He finished with 3 rebounds, had 1 assist. And also Cameron Christian had 15 points on the night, 6 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line. He finished with 2 rebounds, had 1 assist and 2 steals. And also Cotton had 11 points off the bench to pace the bench. And he had 3 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 from the line, from the 3-point line, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So a little bit better bench effort from Grambling, but not much. Aku got the start for Grambling, and he had 3 rebounds and 1 steal. He didn't score. So they were able to get this done without, a huge effort from anybody individually. It was a team effort to make the comeback and put themselves in the position to win the SWAC tournament and go to the NCAA tournament for the first time ever. So this is a historical moment on the line for Grambling on Saturday. Grambling shot 52% from the field. Great shooting night. 40% from the 3-point line. They were 27 of 51 from the field. 6 of 15 from the 3-point line for 40%, and 18 of 24 from the free throw line for 75%. They finished with 28 rebounds, so they got out rebounded by 3, which, for a team like Grambling, obviously they're missing one of their better rebounders, but they still were able to get it done. 28 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, and 10 turnovers. Another game with not a lot of turnovers, only 20, 10 apiece. So not a lot of turnovers in this game, and 18 fouls. So this sets up a SWAC championship game between the 2 seed Grambling and the 8 seed Texas Southern. That game is at 4:30. It can be seen on ESPN Plus or ESPNU. So make sure y'all tune in and check that out. And the next time I come to you on Saturday evening, we will have crowned 2 champions. I'm just gonna do one show at the end of the tournament, and we'll talk about the championship games. And then Sunday we'll do a whole tournament recap, and we'll get ready for Selection Sunday. So no 1 seeds made it through. No 1 seeds made it through. Only 1 2 seed made it through. You got all over the place, but this was a great tournament, and I think these games are going to be entertaining as well tomorrow. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. We about to get on up out of here, man, and get some rest and get ready for tomorrow. And we'll catch y'all on the rebound on another edition of SWAC Talk. Peace.